easy because I either had Gardevoir or Xerneas.
Plus, his Dragon Pokemon are actually surprisingly weak in general. They seem to be.
The thing is that they tend to be glass cannons. They have a lot. They tend to have really good attack stats, but they don't usually hold up very well for very long. There are some exceptions. Dragonite's actually not too. I think Haxorus again, really speedy but a glass cannon.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think what other dragons are there. Salamence isn't so bad. Salamence has some defense.
Yeah, whenever I was fighting the Elite Four in Ruby and Sapphire, I always had issues with him.
This was one of Skywatch's old array stations.
No, Salamence is Gen 3. Who's Gen 4s?
Haxorus.
That's Gen 5.
Shit. Did they even have a dragon?
I think every Gen does, isn't it? Gen 2 didn't. Gen 2 had Tyranitar.
Technically, he wasn't a dragon, but you know, like
he was that Gen pseudo legendary.
I can get it
right.
The Tyranitar was pretty badass. I had a Tyranitar.
Gabite.
Ah, yes, he was good.
Gabite, Garchomp. He was always my dragon of choice.
I think my dragon of choice, I mean, obviously is Charizard X, but
no, I mean like in the previous gen.
I know. For me, I still gotta go with Haxorus just because I like the speed. I like fast Pokemon because I like to knock my opponent out quickly.
I always liked the Dual Chop though, because that would fucking wreck. Like Mega Garchomp and then Dual Chop.
You want to know one that's underrated? One dragon that's really underrated?
What?
Shit, I can't remember his name now. Hydreigon.
Hydreigon. Oh shit! Oh shit! Always with the freaking box that keeps me. Right! Always with this. Always back up in that one damn spot that keeps me from getting in the door. Every damn time I come here. Every motherfucking goddamn time.
I will tell you, I do have, without a doubt, least favorite dragon.
Who's that?
Drudicon.
Fuck him.
I just hate his design. I'm like, did you just mess up the coloring on the sprite or something?
And then just like, what was the point of even making him?
Was he Gen 5, right?
He was black and white.
Yeah. They made too many dragons in that. They had Haxorus, they had Drudicon, and they had Hydreigon.
Hydreigon being the worst in general.
He was Gen 5, right?
Yeah.
I know, Hydreigon was pretty good.
Oh, no, sorry, I meant Drudicon ass.
He's one, I will admit, he's got decent defense, but he's so slow, at least when I've used him, and he's not like terribly slow.
I never tried to use him because he was fucking take him out in one hit.
I got one in Wonder Trade, and I decided I'd just try him out to see how
the wizard's here.
You want to know probably my first time playing X1, what scared me the most? Was that the Zubat cave, which I literally never got a Zubat in that cave unless I was like stayed in there hunting one. But no, in that cave, the horde battle you encounter is a horde of Axew.
Word.
And I know Axew aren't great, but if you're not leveled, they are strong.
Yeah. Okay, this might have been a bad call. I'm gonna backtrack now. Excuse me. Excuse me.
I will say the one place dragons are really good is if you do tiny stuff.
Oh, wait a minute. There was also Bagon.
Bagon is.
We already mentioned him. I did like Bagon. Bagon was pretty good.
He was an Ottoman. No, he was. He was down in the middle of it. Bagon was good.
Bagon was first, and then there was Shelgon.
Shelgon was an Ottoman. He's something I just want to keep my feet up on. But he's worth it because Salamence is pretty badass.
I know, it was always so hard to get Shelgon
and I love that
evolved.
Salamence is the one Pokemon learns fly with that
one. Yeah.
You want to know what my hope for Gen 7 is?
The hive
that they finally just do away with HM.
A lot closer than we think.
You know, make it where you still you're given those moves. Like, because you need Surf. There's parts of the games you have to have Surf in.
But there are certain HMs
that I would really helps.
But there are certain occasions where I would love to get rid of those, and then there are some HMs that are literally just used in like 1 or 2 dungeons, and then you're just done with
strength. You need, like in Gen 6, you need strength to get past that little maze to get to the Victory Road.
And the only other time you need it is just extra items strewn about. That's it.
Which is cool. And, you know, if you have a dedicated HM slave, which I'm still pissed that they won't let me name Slave 1 or Slave 2.
You can't nickname him Slave? What? That's stupid.
It's like, you can't name them Ass.
Like,
You can't, there's Pokemon you cannot nickname them their name. You cannot nickname Cofagrigus Cofagrigus.
I have noticed that.
You cannot nickname Frostlass Frostlass.
Because sometimes I would always accidentally click yes, trying to skip past it, and then you try to nickname it. I try to hit okay, just name it whatever it wants to name. No, man, no, you use profanity. Can't name him that.
Well, if you don't put anything in it, I think it does that. I have that happen, but I don't catch Cofagrigus that much. I will say, Yamask has one of the saddest stories of, like, have you ever just sat and read some of the Pokedex entries?
I think I have. Wasn't Yamask something to do with?
So sad.
Wasn't he something to do with like the spirit of children or something?
That's Phantom.
Oh yeah.
Children who died in the forest. No, Yamask it's the ghost of a human, and the little face is the human's face, and it looks at it crying, remembering what it used to be. Some of them are hilarious. Like Kadabra's original one was a boy. Was talking about how a boy magically transformed into Kadabra one day.
What the fuck?
You know, Hypno and Drowsy like to hypnotize children.
Yeah.
Drifloon tries to.
It's funny how the Pokédex entries are always so dark, but then Pokemon makes them look so upbeat and everything.
That's the thing I love about Pokemon, though, is there's so much about Pokemon that isn't explicitly stated that leaves so much to interpretation.
Yeah.
Like, don't get me wrong, there's a lot of the conspiracies I don't buy. Mm-hmm. One of the conspiracy theories, or theories, what do you want to call it, that I do legitimately believe in Pokemon Red Blue, Gen 1, or the remakes or whatever, I do believe that you kill your rival's Raticate. Have you heard that theory?
Yeah, you've told me about that one. How we're just like, he has the Raticate, and then
he has it on the SSN. The next time you see him, he's coming out of the tower, and he never has the Raticate again. And he gets mad at you. He's like, "Why are you here? Your Pokemon aren't dead," which makes you think, "Oh, he had to have a Pokemon that died. I killed your Raticate," which is a Rattata, I think. I think it never evolves in Yellow, but yeah, but like what we were actually talking about for a second there before we got on the dragons. Raticate's pretty badass. Mm-hmm. Ferret's is it Ferret? Not Ferret. Furret. But basically Ferret if you've got a speech impediment.
Yeah.
He's cute. He wasn't exactly the most useful, but he was pretty quick. Now Zigzagoon was that Linoon?
Linoon, yeah, or Linoon, Linoon.
Again, that's why I would probably flip Barrel and Zigzagoon. And then Patrat and that fucking Watchhog, it's just, I hate looking at them.
Yeah.
And then Bunnelby,
I'm not going to comment on Bunnelby.
You know my story about Diggersby, don't you?
No, I forgot what it was.
I beat the game. I had every single Pokemon in the decks except for Diggersby. The thing was, it wasn't that I just, because I had caught a Bunnelby, it wasn't that I just needed to, level one up and evolve him. I hadn't even seen a Diggersby. After beating the entire game and catching every other Pokemon for Gen 6.
Diggersby was the only one he did not have.
Like, I was looking through it, and I'm like, why is it not saying I'm completed? I'm going down, but I'm holding the button, so it's going really quick. All of a sudden, I see one square that's grayed out with no picture. I'm like, hang on, go back. What Pokemon is that? I'm like, wait, Bunnelby. Have I seriously not even seen a Diggersby yet? Then I realized, I actually looked into it, there's only one actual opponent, I think, that has a Diggersby.
Yep.
And he's at the end of a cave, which makes me think I must have been about to die, and I was like running out of the cave.